I wanted to share some things with you, personal things, and then kind of give you some ideas and maybe challenge you at the end of this video. So I'm in a group on Facebook called the Frugal Family Foods Group, and in that group we talk about being frugal families. I talk a lot about couponing, and then I share my pantry organization or fridge organization and different things like that. A lot of the ladies in there, or most of the families in there, are trying to live frugally somehow. So the other day, I think it was yesterday, somebody posted a question. It wasn't food related, but they asked a question about where do we shop frugally? How do you shop for clothing as a frugal family? And they mentioned that, I think the conversation was something like their parent took their child to an outlet mall and the prices were so expensive, because I think as parents, the grandparents took the child, but as parents, you know, here we are with all the main responsibilities of our family. You've got food, you've got clothing, house, you have all these things. And sometimes if you're only on one income, or maybe you have multiple incomes, but you need both of those incomes to go towards household expenses, where and when do clothing and different, you know, items come into play? So I wanted to be real open and honest and tell you about myself. Most of you know I'm a single mom. I've got 4 kids that I love dearly. They range in ages. I started out with 2 older kids, and then we had 2 younger kids. So I have kids from 26 years old to 7 years old. So I'm still right in the middle of raising my children. The only difference between my older children and my younger children is I'm now raising the younger children as a single parent. With that being said, there's one income coming into the home. With one income, I have to take care of all the household expenses, buy all of the food, buy all of their clothing, and just everything. Now, I do want to be fair and say that their dad does help. He does help. He does pay a portion of their support, and what they need with that support, we take care of. And I do have to have child care. So the majority of that goes towards child care. So when you have your main expenses, and I'm also doing the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace Zero-Based Budget Cash Envelope System. So there are things that are above the line, and there are things that are below the line. And above the line is clothing. Clothing does come above the line. But what type of clothing? When my older son was in high school, he wanted $80 and $90 tennis shoes. Well, my limit is $65, but I was able to find him a $65 pair of shoes plus a coupon, and he worked a job. So then we were able to put together enough that we were still getting $80 and $90 shoes, but we were using a coupon, or we were buying one and getting one half price, so I could get multiple children at one time. But it is very hard to try to raise your children and do the very best you can. And I think Amanda from the Fundamental Home posted a video about parent guilt. I think this was around Christmas and buying Christmas items. But I think outside of the Christmas season, I have experienced parent guilt. I want my kids to have the best things, but sometimes I don't always have the right finances, or it's not the right time where I'm able to get them what they need. So I said all that to share with you what I wanted to share. So I belong to a couple of groups on Facebook. I kind of belong to a lot of groups on Facebook, and I use social media to help me with my kids, with my household expenses, with organizing and cleaning my home. I use groups for a lot of things, and I also use groups for homeschool. So I'm in a couple of groups in my area, and in one of the groups, it's just for moms, and one of the ladies posted that they were going to have a clothing home goods swap. And so I've done a jewelry swap before, and I thought, okay, I know what this is going to be like, so I'm just going to, you know, hey, go for it. What am I going to lose? So this is what we had to do. We had to pick our gently used clothing items, our gently used household items that we still loved and they were still in great condition, but we were not using in our home anymore. And then we would bring those items to the location, and you had to say yes, you were coming before they would give you the location that the event was being hosted. And then once you got there, they had the rooms set up. So in one room they had home goods, In another room, they had shoes and clothing. And then the way the swap worked is, for as many items as you brought, you were given one sticky note per item. So here's one of the sticky notes. Once it was shopping time, because everybody got a chance to go shopping, you would take your sticky notes for however many items you brought, and you would put your sticky note on the item that you wanted or you liked. So again, this was a home goods and a clothing swap, and it was not limited to just women, because there were children's clothing there. They had children's toys there. There were baby items. Somebody even brought doggy clothes. I mean, I think because we didn't have stipulations or guidelines, it was really whatever you want to bring that was gently used or new. You could have bring it new. And for the number of items, you got a sticky note, and then you were able to go around. So if nobody else's name was on the item that you wanted at the end of the shopping time, you got to keep that item. If there were multiple sticky notes on the item, then you had all the names in a basket, and you pulled it out, and whoever's name was there got the item. So why am I saying all of this? Because I can remember a time in my life when I think I wore, and this is being real transparent, please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. But I probably wore the same underwear for about 5 years. Because every time I would go to the store, or I would get paid, and I would be like, okay, Lord, today I'm going to get brand new underwear. One of my kids would need something. Somebody needed new socks. Somebody needed new shoes. Somebody needed a haircut. Somebody needed a new coat. Somebody needed a new book bag. One time we had to get a whole new computer. Then we went to homeschool, and we needed homeschool curriculum. And every time I went to the store, and I would say, Lord, can I just get a pair of underwear? And it never would happen for me. And then finally, as we started to implement a lot of the financial peace principles and practices about paying with cash, and if you don't have the cash, then you don't get it, things begin to get better. And I will say this, that I have purchased new underwear, but I don't always have money to buy clothing for myself or for my children. As I fluctuated in my weight journey, I've either needed bigger clothes or I've needed smaller clothes. And fortunately, there have been key people in my life that will call me and say, hey, I got a bag for you. Come over and get it. And there have been some magnificent pieces. So anyway, I digress. But I want to share with you very real and transparent and from my heart, because this is real to me and it's real to other people. So we went to the swap. I had 18 items. I took shower curtain hooks. I had some homeschool curriculum in there. I actually had some shoes, like heels, and for real girl heels, but might have been too big for me, or it just didn't fit my foot right. Even after I purchased them, didn't want to take them back. Different little things that were gently used, but I felt like somebody else could give them a forever home. I went, placed my sticky notes, and then at the end of the night, I want to show you what I got. Now, I will say that at my size, I'm about a 16, there weren't a lot of ladies there that were my size. So I already knew ahead of time I was either going to pick up very nice home good items, but I've got two girls. I have a 26-year-old and a 12-year-old, and they are in adult sizes. So I always go with an eye for looking for my girls. I failed to look for my boys simply because this was a girl's thing. And so anyway, it worked out. But if you're a mom or a dad or a family who's looking to get some newer items, I would suggest that you find things in your area or even host things in your area, because believe it or not, there are a lot of people in your situation. So I want to show you what I got. Let me show you the home goods and I was really excited because I got these things for my girls. The first thing I was able to get, this is a Hurricane. It's called Heart Hurricane. It's fine, 24% fine lead crystal. Now, if you know me at all, you know I absolutely 100% love home goods. I love anything that deals with the house, entertaining. So this has never been used, never been opened. It looked like it came from Home Goods. I'm not really sure exactly because the tag is torn off. But this was a brand new item, and I'm just going to pull out a piece of it because I want to get through the haul. Still has the tag on it. And there's a bottom base or a pedestal part that goes to this. You stick a candle in it, and then it just burns like that. But isn't that pretty? So if you're looking for a new piece for, you know, a place in your home, this is a great way to find it, and it didn't cost me anything. Nobody else's name was on this, so I got to bring this home to my house. I love that piece. It made me very, very happy. So this was one of the home goods that I was able to get. The next home good that I was able to get was this shade and plate set. This is actually for a candle. You put a candle, the top of the shade, so the candle goes here in the plate. Look at that pretty, right in time for Christmas. And then I tape the shade and put it over the neck of the candle. And this makes a pretty presentation in some place in my home. And, you know, if I don't really love it, it's brand new, never been used. If I know somebody who loves this or asks for this, what a great gift. It didn't cost me anything, but I thought about it when I picked it out. So maybe I have a, you know, another friend that I need to get a gift for, and this is a very beautiful gift if I know that's something that they love. Now you say, Shakima, why would you re-gift a gift that you got? Because sometimes when you're living as a single parent, or you're living on one income, maybe dad got injured at work, mom got injured at work, sometimes you just have to make what works work for your family. And say you have a grandma that really likes candles in this type of situation, then your kids could say, hey, Mom, we don't really have any money. What can we do? Mom picked this up at the home goods sale. Granny likes it. Everybody's happy. The kids got to give, and Granny got a gift. So those were the home good items that I got. The next thing they had were shoes. Now these shoes, these are Easy Spirits. I really want you to look at the bottom of these shoes. The soles of these shoes are very well maintained. Looks like they've hardly been worn, if worn at all. So practically brand new. And they're Easy Spirits, so they're really good on your foot. I actually got these for my daughter who's in teacher school and probably will be starting her teacher internship soon. And standing on your feet for 7.5 hours a day, you need stuff like this. They're not her favorite, so I tried them on yesterday, and I thought, oh, these fit nice. And I love a black shoe. It's very casual. It works for most of the things that I need it to work for, and so I was able to wear these. So these worked out really nice for me. Didn't cost me anything, and they're really nice, practically brand new. The next pair that I got for myself, and these look like kind of older granny shoes, but whatever, you know, I need comfort when I'm going to work. Sometimes I go to work cute and I wear heels, but sometimes for 7.5 hours on concrete, you just need a comfortable shoe. And this looked comfortable. The dress I'm wearing right now is was from the swap. I'm going to try and stand up maybe. The dress I'm wearing right now was from the swap. It actually, I don't have a belt. A belt didn't come with this, but it's kind of the V-neck. It has the pockets, button down the front. This was a scarf I just had, and I actually thought that I could wear this with a pair of black leggings just if I was trying to be casual around town somewhere. So I thought these were cute. The pink highlights, I won't be able to wear it with everything, but for free, didn't cost me anything. I just thought that was a good find for me. And again, at my size, there weren't a lot of items I could get. Now these were really cute. Look at these, y'all. These are suede, and they have this cute little embellishment on the side. These are called Miss Bison. Not sure if that's a brand name or what, but the soles have hardly been worn. And I got these again for my girl, you know, my older girl. She's going to teacher school. These are really cute. I thought she would love and appreciate these. The heels on these are really nice. They have some minimal wear, but not hardly anything that would hurt the shoe. So that was really nice. Now, some of these items are a little bit wrinkly-dinkly because we washed them. But here's a pair of nice khaki pants. This was a pair of pants that I probably can wear. I have not tried anything on, but we did bring everything home and we washed it up really so that we could begin to wear things if we wanted to. So just a pair of khaki pants. These were brand new, still had the tags on them. So I got these. And let me see if there's a name brand in here. I'm not sure that there is. But anyway, they were brand new. So these were a pair of pants that I got from Mom. The next thing that I got, this is for my girl because they do wear camis under most of their clothes. This is just a white stag, a Walmart cami, but it was brand new. And of course, since we washed it, it looks a little worn. But it has never been worn, and that's going to go under their clothing. My daughter, again, who is in teacher school, I found this pretty little top that I thought she would really enjoy. And I thought it was pretty. Now, I do like to shop. And I do like to shop thrift because I found shopping thrift, I can get way more items for the amount of money. So this has the nice sleeves. It's kind of gathered at the bottom, but it gives a little room in the top. And it could be one of those off the shoulders, just depending on how wide her shoulders are. She's not as wide in the shoulders as I am because she's very small. She's about half my size. So I thought that that was a cute teacher shirt. And this is a 9 West. If you can see that, that is a 9 West. And again, this was at the swap. Nobody's name was on it. It was totally free. This is Creative Design Works. I'm not sure if that's a name brand or not because I'm not into labels. Let me say that. A lot of people look at me and they say, oh my God, she's so high maintenance. She must be into all these labels. It's the furthest thing from the truth. I do like to look nice. I do like to smell good. And so what I try to do is put together clean clothing, nice clothing, and I'd rather have accessories than clothes, but I do know you have to have clothes. So and somebody mentioned my jewelry today. My aunt is a paparazzi salesperson, so I was able to get this necklace and these earrings for $5 for the 2-piece set. So I was able to get these 2 items for $5. So the earrings and this necklace cost me $5. They look expensive, but they're not. And then with a little bit of makeup, get your hair done or however, I like to look nice, so I feel better about myself. Being heavy is hard. Sometimes you don't feel good. You look at, you know, what society says is the perfect woman, and you're not that. So I be okay with who I am. And the way I become okay with who I am is I dress up who I am. Now, this is not to cover anything, but it's just to make me feel good. When I look good, I feel good. I get comments about this piece all the time. This cost me probably $6 or $7 at Walmart. I get comments about this piece quite a bit. This was from the first jewelry swap I ever did. A friend of mine named Amanda brought it, and I have worn this thing probably for about 4 or 5 years. I love this ring. I get comments about this quite a bit. I was at a workshop in a town not far from where I live. It was about 3 hours from where I live. I was at a workshop, and they had a vendor booth that was jewelry, and I think this cuff probably cost me $5. And I've had this for years and years and years. I just take good care of my things, and I pair it with different types of items. So anyway, I thought this was cute because it had the embellishment up here, so she really doesn't need neckwear. Just a nice pair of probably brown earrings. And it also has the thick band at the bottom that kind of is more slimmerizing. Not that she needs to look any slimmer than she is, but I thought it was cute, and I thought she would like it. These are 3/4 length sleeves with the ruffles on the end, so kind of her thing. She's 26. She's having the time of her life in college and doing her life, and all is good. This is a brand called Peck and Peck. No clue who they are, but this is a white jacket. It does not have buttons, but I thought with a nice pair of jeans and a nice shirt, probably a cami or either a one-piece button-up, that would be cute just to go out if she was going out with friends. She does a lot of study groups, and she does a lot of things on campus where she actually is involved with business meetings and different things like that. So I thought that would go well for her. Let's see what this is. This is something for Mom. This is Ann Taylor. Ann Taylor, right? Everybody needs a little black dress. So this was in my size. The girl who brought it did not love it, and it will not stay like this when I wear it. So what I will do for a little black dress is dress it up with lots of accessories. I may even do a cinch waist with a belt, but it was Ann Taylor, and again, nobody wanted it. So at the end of the swap after you've picked all of your items. If there's anything left, you can go back and kind of see what's available. The next thing I was able to get, there's this little wrap thing. This might have come from Forever 21 or Rue somebody. This is called Extra Touch. It's just one of those little mini wraps. Goes around probably something with a strapless or T-straps or the thick wide straps, but this would go around it. Love the ruching at the bottom and the ruffle around the neck. It goes all the way around. So this is black. This can go with a lot of things. So again, I got that for my daughter. She's much smaller than I am. And I got her a mixture of items. I got her some fun things that she could wear just in her downtime. But I also got some things that she could wear to work. Now this right here is one of the Walmart brands. It's a long sleeve, kind of sequin studded in the front. And then it's just regular sweater type material in the back. It is fall, getting ready to go into winter, so that'll be a great piece for her. I got her, oh no, I got this for me. I got this for me. Hey now, this is Talbot, y'all. Talbot, look at that. This is Talbot. So I got this skirt. I love a flared skirt. It has the, I love the extra stitching here. And I actually got my daughter, my little girl, a skirt that looks kind of similar to this. She wore it today for church. And it has ruffles all the way around, like layers and layers of ruffles. So it was cute. Hers is black as well, and I love a black skirt because I can put anything with this. And again, this is a Talbot's. So name brand stuff. This is kind of a pencil skirt, but not necessarily because it's kind of more A-line. It flares at the bottom. My oldest daughter does not like long skirts. This is New York & Company. This came from New York & Company. And the thing I liked about this is we're talking about two looks. She has her regular, everyday, normal, I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm going out to a dinner date or something like that. And then she has her professional life. But she has two different lives here. She's got her professional life and then her regular, everyday life. So I try to pick pieces that she would not pick for her profession because we're going into the same profession. I am a teacher. She's in teacher school. So I kind of know a little bit more of the things that are professional. Even though she's a young professional, she still needs to dress professionally. So I try to pick her up things that would work for her in a work setting. The next thing I got was, this is a jacket. This is Don Castor. I have zero clue who he is, but this is a purple and black, kind of like a tweed or twill. It has pockets on it. It has a zipper, so it's zippered with pockets. But this is a jacket. I can wear this with the black dress. I could wear this with the black skirt. I have a pair of black pants that I could wear this with that I absolutely love. These are kind of reminiscent of the jogger pants. I'm not sure. They're not joggers because they don't gather at the bottom, but they're kind of cargo joggers, and they have that little the button on the side so she can wear them up 3/4 length or mid-calf, or she could wear them long. And this is not the quite khaki material, but it is the darker khaki material. Has the drawstrings, and this is from Old Navy. So she can wear that. She will love it, I'm sure. I got her another jacket. This is AMI. I have no clue who AMI is, but it's kind of in that army green. Maybe not necessarily too army green, but it's kind of in that family. And she can wear this with dark jeans. It does have the button-ups all the way, and then that detailing on the sleeve. Kind of reminds me of the Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation situation, but her jacket was not green. So we're coming to the end of the haul. I know this is kind of long, but I want to show people what you're able to get. Again, this is from the Don Castor collection, and this is something that was in my size. I love the detail here. This is kind of like a denim dress. Loving the detail at the top, so I already know I'm wearing gold accessories with this. And then I'm not really sure what type of shoes. Either I'm going to wear gold shoes or probably black, but depending on what type of wrap or jacket, because this does not have sleeves and I do not like to wear my arms out. But this probably comes about knee length or just below the knee. It goes overhead, And I just thought that was a really pretty dark, it's even a shiny denim. So that was Doncaster, love that. The last couple of things that they had at the swap that I got, dots in our house. I have this pretty blue dress that I got from a friend of mine. It has these huge blue polka dots on it. It's very pretty. This is Kato, and this again is for my girl, my oldest girl. It has kind of like that pencil A-line combination going on, a little pleating, but it's black with white polka dots, and we really, really do love this. So another work outfit. So that's kind of cute. I'm hoping she'll like it. We did a FaceTime where she was able to see some stuff because, you know, she does not live in the same town where I live. Looks like this might be the belt that goes to the dress I'm wearing. Didn't see that this morning when I got dressed. I got an infinity scarf. This was something that I could wear. You know, I can do that just kind of like the one I'm wearing today. This is not an infinity scarf, but a friend of mine at church just put it together for me using some pins, and we tied this little bow at the end, and it just worked for me. It's normally a scarf I wear around, and then I'll wrap it kind of like a wrap. It's so wide and big, but I thought this would be cute. This is infinity scarf, still has the tag on it, and this came from Charming Charlie, so it still has the tag. Never been used, never been worn. I could actually gift this to my daughter. You know, she knows that sometimes money is tight, and there are things that I just can't always afford. But this is something that she could wear. Even my 12-year-old, we kind of swap scarves and stuff like that sometimes. So those are things that I do swap with my children. I don't swap their clothes because I can't fit none of them. And the last shirt that I got for her was this cute little flower shirt. It's kind of in that same style. This is what she likes to wear. Kind of has that smaller bottom part with ruffles on the sleeves. But it doesn't have the long sleeves, so she may have to wear a jacket outside of this. But with a pair of dark jeans or black jeans, a pair of heels like she loves, that's it for her. And I got this kind of poncho situation, and I really have to figure out how this works. I think it works kind of like this, where I would wear it around, and then it has the fringe on the end. But I could do this also with the little black dress if I'm not going anywhere too dressy. But this gives me some shoe options. I have a really pretty pair of red shoes that I got from the Goodwill. But this gives me another option with that little black dress. I could wear this. I have a one-piece, it's like a jumpsuit, but it's sleeveless. So I have a one-piece. It's the wide leg pants that I actually got from a friend. I didn't even buy those, and I love those pants. That I could wear with a belt cinched my waist. This would be cute as well. The next thing, or the last thing that I was able to get, and of course I was the only person who put their name on this one. This is a 5 ingredients or less dump meals. It's a whole book on crock pots. Never been opened before, never been used. The pages are so pretty, and I love to cook, so it's one of my passions, things I like to do. So this is our haul, and this wasn't even a Goodwill haul. It wasn't a thrift haul. Somebody said, hey, let's get together, bring your gently used stuff. I'll bring my gently used stuff. And I think there probably were about 10 ladies. And even after we left, there were some items still there. We did not have to take our items back that nobody wanted if we didn't have to. And the host was going to take those items to a local Goodwill or Communities in School place or something like that. Salvation Army, whatever was closest is what she was going to do. So what I want to challenge you to do is to really start thinking outside of the box. We can get nice things. We just have to come up with the ideas. And yes, this was somebody else's idea. I did the jewelry swap. I've never done the home goods swap, and I've wanted to. But I just have never put it together, or maybe I didn't make time. So if you're looking for a way to refresh your wardrobe, or you're looking for some pieces for your child and you just don't have the finances, think about some of your friends. They could be in the same situation. So why don't you send out a Facebook Evite and say, hey, listen, we're going to have a swap at my house. You know, set out a few light refreshments that you got with coupons and see what you're able to come up with. If nothing else, it's another time of fun and fellowship and food. And that's always a good time for me. So I hope you enjoyed the things that I was able to show you. I do want to challenge you to do a swap. I know it's the holidays, so maybe in January or maybe in March when people are really starting to bring out their fall items. So think about it. You can always refresh things. It doesn't have to be new, but it's new to you. This dress is not new, but it's new to me. And the two items, before I forget, the two items that I cannot show. There was some new moms there that had like 12-month dresses, and one of my friends at church just had a baby, and I saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, by the time she's old enough to wear them, it'll be warm again. So she's only like 2 weeks old. So I put my name on those little dresses, and I know people were giving me the side eye like, oh, well, she ain't telling us. No, I'm not, and no, there ain't, and we all done. But that friend, I mean, why do you have to shop for you? Think about somebody else. So I got them on a whim. I sent the mom some pictures. I said, not real sure how you feel about this. Tags were still on. At least one of the items I know had a tag. You know, babies grow so fast. But I said, I'm not sure if, you would want these, but I got them for you anyway. And she said, oh, no, we would love to have them. Maybe the baby will wear them. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll grow too fast. And I think that was the case because the tags were still on. Babies grow, They're 2 pounds one day and 17 pounds the next day. Then by the time you know it, they moved out the house. Never mind. That's a whole other situation. But I just wanted to encourage you to do what you can. There's no reason to sit around and not have some things just because you can't afford them. There are ways, the ability to think of ideas to take care of our families, and we would be remiss in our assignment as parents, as aunties, as uncles, or whoever, to use those ideas to help our families. So anywho, thank you for stopping by our page. I hope you gained some insight, loved some of the things we did, but I do want to challenge you. Do it. And even if you don't do it for you because you're good, do it for somebody else. Notice your neighbors. Does little Johnny need a pair of shoes? Does older sister look like she's worn the same pair of jeans for 3 years? Listen, host something and leave a little bag on their door and just a little note. Hope you can use some of this stuff. Sometimes people don't want to mention that they're struggling, but you have 2 eyes to see. And when I know that there's a need, I try to meet it as best I can, even on my limited finances, because God said it's better to give than it is to receive. So until next time, thanks for stopping by our page, and we'll see you next time. Bye.